NYO Jazz was always part of our concept for what the National Youth Ensembles should encompass. Particularly since jazz is America's art form, we also thought that needed to be part of the long-term views. In 2013, we started with NYO-USA. Then in 2016, we launched NYO-2. In 2018, we will launch NYO Jazz, really looking to celebrate America's art form and take these brilliant young players all around the world as ambassadors for their country.
The students that are going to be involved in NYO Jazz, they're going to play some of the most challenging music they've ever played in their life. They're going to perform music that has not been written before, that's written specifically for them.
We're incredibly lucky that Sean Jones was both available and interested in joining this project, particularly to help us launch NYO Jazz. One of the greatest players of jazz in the country and in the world, frankly, but also a great teacher.
To mentor young musicians, aspiring jazz musicians, is extremely important. Jazz is the soundtrack of America. To be on that journey with them and help them with that process is really special, and I don't take it lightly. It's really important. I try to make sure that they bring themselves to it, their mind, body, soul, spirit, so that they can offer the best version of themselves in the music. And that's ultimately what the music is about. It's about individualism. And Thelonious Monk said it best. He said that a genius is a person and is most like themselves. So I try to make sure that they're themselves while respecting the tradition of jazz and becoming a part of this wonderful culture and making sure that it's preserved for generations to come. We're going to swing, we're going to play some of the traditional stuff, and we're also going to explore jazz and its influence on hip-hop music, its influence on R&B music, pop, all of that. So they're going to get a really diverse sense of what it means to be a jazz musician.
One of the things about all the NYO ensembles, be it NYO-USA, NYO-2, NYO Jazz, is by bringing together the most brilliant young musicians. They all inspire each other, so it has a huge impact, but it also creates an ongoing community. Anybody considering becoming part of NYO Jazz should apply. It's going to be one of the great experiences of their lives. And I think they will meet some of the most extraordinary people you're ever likely to meet. And then to be able to travel around the world as an ambassador for your country, there are just so many dimensions that are irresistible, and it costs nothing.
As an NYO young artist, you're going to join the list of legendary musicians that have performed on this stage at Carnegie Hall. Benny Goodman, Duke Ellington, the list goes on and on. So many folks have graced that stage, and to be a part of that legacy is truly wonderful for a young artist. To say that I performed on the same stage that Benny Goodman or Duke Ellington performed on, that's not something that most human beings will ever be able to say. So it's really exciting. It's going to be great.